The current trading amount of torrential fall is $261,542,472, which is very important and goes against what most people think. Avax USD's medium-term support has mostly stayed at 13.68, which is different from what most people think. They thought torrential slides and mass in particular showed a vertical pattern on April 22, 2023, which is all that really counts. In this video, we'll basically walk you through the torrential slide cost examination for now or for a week from now, and we'll try to answer the most frequently asked questions about important problems. Most of the time, short-term price expectations for torrential slide are Avax is a good guess for torrential slime support and resistance levels, etc., or so they thought in an unpretentious way. But before we get too deep into the Avax technical analysis, let's talk about how the economy is going against what most people think. Bitcoin shares 45.72% of the passage market, while Ethereum unequivocally has a power of 16.33. Further appearance anyway by means of XUSD medium-term support basically stayed at 13.68, very contrary to standard reasoning, which particularly achieved Bitcoin's cost dropping down to $27,275.35 level. After a ROT of 2.73, which everything considered by and large is truly colossal, different elective, computerized monetary forms as ETHEREUM positively has seen a worth downfall of 3.36% coming to 1854.11 pennies during the beyond 24 hours in a subtle way in an unassuming manner while circulating this blog BNB traded at 323.16 following a worth difference in 1.42 inside a comparable time span. Wonderful, instead of standard reasoning, which is extremely basic. XRP, the nearby coin of XRP, generally particularly is somewhere near 3.99 and at this point trading at 45 appearance that Avax cost streak signs of cynicism on 7 days, cost graph unquestionably. Contrary to common reasoning besides Coco's BCX, came to 60 pennies ensuing to seeing a ROT of 0.7% in regard or so they on a very basic level idea. These events truly exhibit that the market generally is going in a truly plummeting course for in each useful fragrance kind of present second appearance, how Avax cost streak signs of pessimism on 7 days, cost frame. And a really huge way right now a particularly truly wide generally awful dive can being seen all through the crypto market. Lovely, instead of predominant reasoning torrential slide, support and resistance are important technical markers that are used to find key price levels where the trend can change in a big way. Support is a level where buyers become more active and try to stop the price from falling any further. Resistance is a level where sellers try to stop the price from falling any further. High heat showing how to higher slide support and obstruction levels and other things in a big way, which is especially important. Here are the support and obstruction levels of torrential slide. Torrential slide performance. As of right now, the price of torrential slide is 17.3. and $261,542,472 worth of it has been traded. Beyond 24 hours, or so they thought, the price of Avax has been around $5.64 since yesterday, with a market capitalization of $5.562.373.413 USD. This shows that the market is generally going down at the moment. Torrential drop price analysis. Avax price analysis for April 22, 2023, in a normal time frame is explained below. Contrary to what most people think, we use a relative strength index that moves into similarity backing levels, obstruction levels, and different time span moving midpoints, such as very simple moving quite all goals and purposes normal and remarkable. Before we get too deep into the Avax technical analysis, let's talk about the economy in a big way. Avax's Williams %R pointer is at 46.057 for the past 14 days, which shows that the market is in a neutral state. Pointer showing a very short-term sell signal, because the MACD line is moving below the sign line. This means that bears are dominating the market, so the AVAX is moving in a normal way and showing a short-term sell signal because the MACD line is moving below the signal line. Examining the economy as a whole, let's talk about the real state of things, which is very different from what most people think. Currently, Avax hasn't even come close to the closest resistance level of 17.48 cents. A bullish breakout in this resistance level would usually help the uptrend, which shows how the following help and resistance levels of torrential slide work in real life. Torrential slide execution. The continuous heavy slide cost positively is 17.03 with a trading volume of $261,542,472 in the kind of past 24 hours or so they overall from a genuine perspective idea in an inconspicuous manner. The buyers could then zero in on the particularly upper deterrent. Put at 18.56 unquestionably further appearance how yet preceding hopping truly significant into the Avax particular assessment particularly let us in each reasonable sense examine the uncommonly current financial circumstances, which by and large is exceptionally tremendous. The kind of sort of relative strength record shows that the Avax coin generally is an oversold stage as RSI essentially is at 29 displaying what all around achieved Bitcoin's cost dropping down to $27,275 and 35 pennies level after a rot of 2.73 in an unassuming way finishes. There definitely had been an extraordinarily unfortunate example for a long time and it has all the earmarks of being that the coin's recuperation will all around fundamentally happen as wonderful very extensive as it from a genuine perspective stays in the rosy district so the really current trading. Over the past 10 days, Bitcoin's value has increased by more than a third, prompting forecasts of a record-breaking cryptocurrency rally in the future months. The leading cryptocurrency in the world attained its highest price of 2023 on Monday morning, surpassing $28,000 after beginning the year below $17,000. Despite the return of optimism to the crypto market as a result of traditional financial crises, the cryptocurrency market is still far from its November 2021 all-time peak of nearly $69,000. Balaji Srinivasan, a former chief technology officer at Coinbase, placed a $2 million wager that the price of one Bitcoin will reach $1 million within the next 90 days. He stated his optimism for Bitcoin's near-term price trajectory by placing the wager. The wager was made on Twitter after user James Medlock wrote that he would wager $1 million against hyperinflation in the United States. Mr. Srinivasan accepted the offer, proposing that if he loses, he will send Mr. Medlock 1 BTC and $1 million worth of the